All I do is adore you all of the time. I like to. I like to. I like to love you every day. I like to love you.
I have some flowers on my windowsill, but because I'm making stuff all the time, I always forget to water them. That's why I have so many cactuses. In this video, I will try to resolve this problem with a simple and small device. Most of my project uses microcontrollers, and I don't really do a lot with basic electronics, so this time I decided to use only transistors and resistors. There is no microcontroller in this project, so you don't need to program anything. I started with a simple prototype on the breadboard to choose correct values of the resistors. I end up with 3 transistors, 3 resistors, 1 potentiometer and 1 buzzer. But to keep things clear, I decided to design a PCB for this project. JLCPCB.com made those PCBs for me. JLC PCB is PCB manufacturer where you can order 10 PCBs 10 by 10 centimeters for just $2. Let's take a look at them. Here are those PCBs. As you can see, I have a lot of them. I made them in the custom shape so that the moisture sensor is already integrated in the PCB. You have to just solder components and put it in the ground like that. As you can see, everything is labeled, so you wouldn't have any problems with soldering that. There is also some text on the back. To keep this thing small, I used SMD components, which are quite small and it might be hard to solder them for you if you're just starting with electronics. But don't worry, it is not as hard as you may think. I have all of the components that we need. Take a look at them. Those small black elements are transistors. We need 3 of them. This is buzzer and that's 10K potentiometer. Here we have 3 resistors. Oh, now you can see them. That's 1 mega ohm, that's also 1 mega ohm, and that's 47 kilo ohms. Here I have values for all of the components. Last time, while I was making my POV clock, link to this video is right here, I used soldering paste, but it wasn't as simple and as good as I thought it will be, so this time I will use a standard tin. I will start with transistors. The first transistor is on its place. It wasn't as hard as I thought it will be. All of the transistors are placed. Now it's time to solder resistors. Here are the values if you don't remember them. All of the SMD components are soldered. It was much easier than with soldering paste. Now we can mount the THT components. My project is ready. I also add a small battery holder for AAA batteries so that I can power it with it. And here I have really dry flour that I am drying for about a few weeks now. So let's put this thing inside. Here I have 2 batteries. Before watering it, I will measure the current that flows through the circuit while the buzzer is making a sound. When flour is dry and the buzzer is on, it takes about 7 milliamperes. So now I will water the flour. You will hear that our buzzer will turn off, and then we will measure the current again. As you saw, buzzer turned off. So now I will measure the current again to see how much current does it take when buzzer is turned off. So when the buzzer is turned off, it takes about 120 microamperes. Let me calculate that. An average AAA battery has about 800 microampere hours of capacity, so it gives us 6,666 hours of working, which is 277 days. That's how long this circuit can be powered from 2 AAA batteries when the buzzer is turned off. You can also power this thing with a solar panel. Even the small one will be efficient enough to power this thing when the buzzer is turned on. To make this even smaller and more compact, I shorten the cable of battery holder and stick it to the board with double-sided tape. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want some more info, check out the link to intractables in the description. Thanks to JOC PCB for PCBs, link to them is also in the description. As you can see, I have more PCBs than I need, so if you want to buy one, check out the link to my Tindy store. If you have any idea on what I can do in my next videos, please let me know in the comments, and also subscribe to my channel to don't miss any of my new videos. Thank you very much for watching, happy making!
I'd like to